back live as the Fargo police are coming through.
Happy Christmas.
Here's two of Fargo's finest. And here's the Dare patrol officer. But you know, they're not throwing any candy. Maybe that's a good thing. And here we go. We have military marchers coming down. And the parade is in full swing. This looks like it's the RLTC and its POW and the American vets. And it's an authentic World War II Jeep coming right by. And here's some of the AM vets marching by as well. Next up, it's the VFW Post 762 in Fargo. And West Fargo High School, ROTC, Packer Battalion. This is the military marching unit for the West Fargo High School Junior ROTC. And coming up, we have a stage. And it looks like we have Thundar and a couple of the other mascots from the area colleges. This horse-drawn carriage is the 2012 Grand Marshal Tim Fleckel from the Tri-College University Provost. And here's the three college mascots. Here's Thundar. Thundar, say hello to the public. Excellent. Thundar's in. And we have another horse-drawn carriage coming down. Beautiful Clydesdale horses coming down with an old-fashioned wagon. That's the Dakota Carriage Company. Followed up by the Holiday Happenings Group. And they're all painted like the Grinch. All right. And Kelsey scored some candy. We got candy, finally. We have some more emergency vehicles coming up. Looks like another police officer, patrol car, and looks like some of the fire engines. This might be the Fargo and Moorhead Fire Department. And this is the Fraternal Order of Police of North Dakota patrol car coming by. Candy all the way around. And here we go. Here's one of the large trucks coming down the street. This fire engine decked out in quite a few lights, multicolored lights all over, front to back, top and bottom. And as you can tell, they're also hitting their horns quite a bit. The kids are loving it, though. So this is one of the Fargo fire engines. City of Fargo, Fire Commissioner Mike Williams. Mike Williams coming by, tossing candy as he goes. And now we have a couple firefighters walking alongside. And we have another fire engine right up, leading up behind. This is from the Moorhead Fire and Rescue Unit. All right. Let's go. Ladders 921 from the City of Moorhead Fire and Rescue Unit. And of course, the kids are just looking for their candy. There are some kids right in front of us here that are anxiously awaiting whatever they can get. So now we have some more vehicles coming up, nicely decked out. We'll have to see when they get closer and see who they are. These might be the city council members of both Fargo and Moorhead. We'll see as they get in a little closer. This is the City of Moorhead. And it looks like it's Mayor Voxlin. There we go. Mayor Voxlin, here we go. How are you? And we have NDSU coming up. We have a large NDSU. We got City of Moorhead. There's Council. There we go, Council. I got candy from the councilman, all right. And there's some NDSU coming up. All right. NDSU, all right, NDSU. All right. Coming up behind them, Xcel Energy. Now they've got a float. Xcel Energy has got a float. That's a very beautiful float with the snowman and the trees and everything else. And it's got the Bison Game Day flags all over it. Now we have a little bit of a lull as we're waiting for the next group of floats to come by. That was a pretty good one, though. That was the city council members of Moorhead, as well as some of the Fargo members. And a couple of good floats from the city of from NDSU and student body, and the Xcel float with a trailer. Now we have another. We got about a block until we get the next group coming up here. It's actually me right now. Do that. All right, so we're just looking at the crowd here all gathered, waiting for their candy for other people to come by. We're going to try to talk to some of these guys here. All right. We have some kids right here. We're going to pan over and show some little kids over here. Nice, slow over. Don't get too sick. We're going to try to keep this quiet. As you can see, there's quite a crowd all the way along. But most of these kids came prepared. Many are still in the time after Halloween. They all have their bags ready to go. So you can tell, though, up and down Fargo on Broadway here, we've got blocks and blocks of just thousands of people for the Holiday Lights Parade. There's even people up in the buildings looking down. I'll show you. This is the Fargo-in building, which is now condos. And there's people up in the windows looking down at everyone up here. Not sure if they appreciate us looking up in their windows, but we did it anyway. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we're going to be keeping our eyes out for the next round of parade. If we could take the up top camera, I'm going to take a look at this camera for a moment. All right, looks like we've got some more floats coming up our way. We're going to try to keep an eye out and see who these are. All right, looks like we have a group of ATVs dressed up like reindeer. We're going to try and find out which ones these are. Oh, we're not sure. We're going to keep an eye out and see what comes up here. They gave us a list, but they didn't quite describe everything that was on it. So we're just waiting for it to show up. But this is a nicely decked out vehicle. They did a lot of work on this one, it looks like. Reindeer horns all in ATV style. And it looks like Rudolph is right in the front. So you can see that they all have their reindeer horns. Everything's lit up all the way along the side. It's a whole team of reindeer coming by. There's a snowman walking by on the back. And here we go. Candy all the way along. All right. Now this is for Fargo Public Works coming by. We didn't see their name up front, but this is a really inventive float style with the different grounds crews dressed up like reindeer, and then we have the sleigh in the back. There we go. Coming up right behind is a very elaborate float. Look at this. This is a whole fireplace, and it's decked out on a payloader. I think this is also part of Fargo Public Works. They certainly spent a little time on this. Look at that. There we go. This is the city of Fargo. And we got more coming up. We have some SUVs and pickups dressed up with the snow bears and with a nice elaborate float in the back. This is the city of Fargo again, and they got music going as well. All right, and we have FM ambulance coming by with additional lighting aside from their emergency lights. And here we go with, looks like Froggy 99. Froggy is here. All right, on this. And followed closely by 107.9. And we followed by FM 105.1. They're also the Christmas station right now. And coming up right behind them is Q98. And now we have a large pickup, and this looks like it's Froggy himself. They got the entire pickup decked out. This is a large, large truck. Get Froggy here. All right. There's Froggy coming right by. Now we're coming up with, this is Storm Team. This is Valley News Live. And Dan Ness with Valley News Live. Dan Ness, how are you doing? We have more from Storm Team with John Treeweiler. My opportunity to say hi to John. So John Treeweiler, what's it like to be in the parade?
It's fantastic weather out here tonight. Great to be in the parade.
All right. And Maggie Ringette from Valley News Live. Happy holiday lights here from the group from Countryside to now we have a nice vintage pickup truck. This is from Ad Farm. And Amy Enra. How are you, Amy? This is from Media Productions and Flint Communications. Now we got a little bit of a gap while we're waiting for the next grid. But it looks like Hutch Johnson is making his way. He's bringing up the rear from Valley News Live because he's always late to everything he gets to. I should know, I work with him every day. But he is ahead. Everyone's cheering at Hutch. There you go, Hutch. There we go. Well, he was certainly a hit. The kids are just screaming his name as he walked by here. Now we got the next round of floats coming. It looks like another big reindeer. Got a lot of large reindeer on bobcats and you know, that's the nice thing about this time of year is that we don't actually have any snow on the ground to deal with, so they could actually deck out all these pieces of equipment to come down and do the parade instead of having to be shoveling all the snow out of the way. Here we go. Here's a big Rudolph. Look at that. That's a half track. That's Clay Trail Lines. All right. Clay Trail Alliance is here. Clay County Trailblazers. Now the crowd is starting to encroach on the street even more, so they're trying to move people back. Oh, this guy is howling at the moon. It's getting the crowd worked up. And here we go. Here's another trailway. Yep. Now these are trailblazers from claytrails.org. The snowmobile club locally. They're just waiting for some snow, maybe right after the parade. And we got coming up alongside them another one from North Dakota Parks and Recreation Snowmobile Trailers from Rural Cast Snowmobile Club. I think these large pieces of equipment to go out and do your snow trail so you can go out and snowmobile. If you're not from this area, you're not going to understand it until you have a few feet of snow. But snowmobiling and the winter sports is the only way to stay alive during this part of the season when you have 5 months of winter. So we're waiting for the next float. We have a large one coming up. Looks like a bus. I'm not quite sure. All right. We have a lot more candy coming. That's what everybody's waiting for. This looks like Rasmussen College. This is Rasmussen. Yes, it's Rasmussen College with the bus. And then right behind Rasmussen is Bell State Bank and Trust. And of course, all these groups are sponsors of the Holiday Lights Parade and of many, many other events throughout the year. Bell State Bank and Trust is long known for their charitable contributions to the community. Somebody do over here. They're riding tricycles that are lit up with wheels, if you can see this. And coming right behind is a vintage pickup truck for Bell State Bank and Trust. The spinning key on top and a nice float right behind. It looks like a gingerbread house. There we go. Snowbank with a ski through. And we got a little bit of a wait while we're waiting for the next group to make it up this way. We're getting the vendors coming by with their flashing lightsabers and things like that. They're making a mint out tonight. I wish I had the franchise on that. Every kid wants one of these things.
We're getting plenty.
Here, I'll show you our vendor here. There he is. All right, we have another float coming up. All right, I'm not sure what this one is, but it looks kind of neat. It looks like a limo. Or no, it's a pickup towing a float behind it. And it looks like it's like an old-fashioned kind of carnival float. Oh, it's the Elzagel, of course. And he's playing an authentic organ in the back here. This is from the Elzagel Shrine, just up the street right off Elm Street in Fargo. Sponsor of the Shrine Circus for many, many years. All right, we got a little bit of a wait for the next float. Everyone's still keeping pretty warm down here. It's a little chilly, but it's not bad. Not considering what time of year it is and how it could be. I think last year at this time we got a foot of snow on the ground, and it was a little, although it did stay pretty mild throughout the winter, it was a lot different at that time. We had a bit of snow at the time. Oh, the kids are breaking down the barricades and the tapes now, too. So parents have to corral them across the street. So Kelsey, you're from a small town. Have you ever had a parade like this size?
Not 70 floats worth, just
All
about
right.
15.
All right. Not that Fargo's like Macy's Day Parade or anything like that, but it's pretty good showing for Fargo, North Dakota, and Moorhead, Minnesota. We have a pretty long run parade here, and again, like the St. Patrick's Day Parade is a really big one, and then we also have the summer and fall parades with Westfest and Moorhead Days and things like that, and also NDSU Homecoming. They're all big parades. This one is one of the biggest ones of the year, though, and I think everybody turns out not only to kind of kick off the holiday season because it's right before Thanksgiving. It's good timing for that, so it's like the unofficial start of the season. Everybody gets lit up, and all the floats get lit up, and everybody has a good time. We have a lot of kids here anxiously awaiting a lot of candy. I think they've already eaten half their candy because they're bouncing off the walls, whatever walls are around this place. But it's got to be exciting to be out at this time of the night on a weeknight and having fun. I assume a lot of these kids are now on holiday vacation. If not, they can be very, very tired tomorrow morning. Well, we are positioned here outside the fabulous Fargo Theater and showing you our first ever live broadcast from downtown Fargo. And we're going to be doing more of these with even more resources in the near future. We're just got this equipment recently, just within the last week or so we've got this going, and we thought, why not try and do the parade? We were thinking of doing it next year, and we thought, well, let's try it this year, just to be able to show you something. So this will be rebroadcast throughout the holiday season, along with some of our other holiday programming on Access Channel 99. We have a wide range of movies and cartoons and Christmas specials, some great classic TV show Christmas specials from yesteryear, from shows like the Beverly Hillbillies and Dick Van Dyke and Jack Benny and Red Skelton and Johnny Carson, and they're all, we run a wide variety of stuff on Access Channel 99. That's Channel 99 in Moorhead, on Cable 1 and Mid-Continent. But we are also shown in the entire metro on Cable 1 on Channel 67 and 68 on your digital channels. You need a digital receiver, digital tuner, or a digital tuner in your TV to receive those channels. But all of the local access channels from Fargo-Moorhead, West Fargo, Dilworth, and the other smaller communities are shown on the Cable 1 network. So if you get a chance, check us out. We carry programming for everybody at all times. We have movies and TV shows. We have educational programming. We have public programming. We have Fargo Force hockey games. We've been running those for 2 years now. We also are the only local station doing Moorhead Spuds football live. We're the only one doing high school football live and replayed throughout the season. So tune in to Moorhead Access Channel 99. We'd love to have you check us out. And drop us a line at moorheadaccess.org if you look at our website. And you can get our program schedule there. It refreshes every week, so you get a constant look at what's coming up over the next week. Now we're waiting. We have a few more parade floats coming. It's a little ways away. People are starting to get a little antsy, and they're crossing the streets back and forth. But I believe the floats, they still have some to bring up the rear because we haven't seen Santa Claus yet. And Santa is, of course, brings up the end of the parade for everybody. So everyone's waiting for St. Nick to make his appearance. We have several other floats to go, though. There is candy strewn everywhere. I think there's Tootsie Rolls all over the place. So we will see how much of it actually makes it home to these kids or how much is being eaten on the spot. Now, there are some other ones that I haven't seen yet, and it would be interesting to see when they show up. Some of these are pretty easy to figure out which ones they are, but like we have, oh, here we go. We have some other floats coming up, but we have probably half the parade yet to go here. So we're just waiting for some others to show up. Now they have a little gap between them. So what happens in the parade this long and spread out, when it starts in Moorhead and comes all the way through Fargo, and it has to also deal with some traffic issues, even though they have the police on their side. And they also have to deal with just keeping people together. It's also what's called a forward moving parade, where no one is supposed to stop and turn around or back up or anything. They're supposed to keep moving. Looks like we have a bunch of motorcycles coming up. So see what motorcycle club these might be. There we go. All right. There we go. Oh, this looks like El Zagel again with their their Precision Motorcycle Club. Very nice bikes. All decked out. And then we have some convertibles. Looks like a convertible Mustang. Ah, that's a Motorcycle Corp. Yep, that's also El Zagel. He was a Bison 74, it said on his plate. Oh, they're doing some precision driving down here. I'm going to pan over to see if we can get it. Hopefully no one gets too seasick. Oh, I see there's a train further north that's blocking some of the traffic. Oh, we go this way. You can see what's going on as it goes further up the street. There's a train going right across on 5th Avenue. So we're coming up on some new floats. We're going to pan back this way. If you want to go to the up shot, the top shot. Here's some of the crowd right across from us at the Fargo Theater. These kids are just running out into the street now at this point. They're all waiting for more candy to show up. Looks like we got some more floats coming our way. It is a beautiful night here in downtown Fargo and Moorhead. It is clear skies. You can see the half moon. I can even show it to you right here. Tilting right up these buildings. There's the moon for you. Right above Fargo-Moorhead and the condos, beautiful condos that are right next to the Fargo Theater on 300 Broadway. Coming back down to everybody here. So the cities are all in their holiday mode. They're all lit up, ready to go. Everyone's getting ready for Black Friday shopping. That's one thing this is taking place on Tuesday, of course, November 20th. And Thanksgiving is only 2 days away, a day and a half, really. And the talk has been about a lot of people going shopping on Thanksgiving night. We're hoping everybody does what they want to do, but has a good Thanksgiving and holiday season. Now we have a nice float coming up here, a very elaborate float. Let's see which ones these are. Think Snow on their license plate. Oh, and they're singing. They're actually singing. All right, this is fantastic. It looks like it's the MBA. All right, Minnesota Business Association. All right. That's the Moorhead Business Association. We're going to pan back and show the next float. And we have another nice float coming up. All right. And this looks like it's the Red Hawks. They're going crazy for the Red Hawks. And there's Simi. And here's Hawkeye. There we go. Following up right behind is Metro Senior Ride Service. And we have some of the Red Hawks players and staff coming by with candy for the kids. Here we got another large float coming up. All right, this is Trail King Industries coming right up the street. Trail King's been a long time large employer up here, and obviously they're waiting for the snow to happen. But they also work throughout the year on everything. This is such a major part of our economy up here. Trail King Industries makes a big part of it. Now this truck is entirely wrapped in gift wrap. If you look at this. Somebody went to a lot of tape and a lot of trouble to get that decorated up. And a lot of gift wrap. This is all Trail King Industries. Coming by. There we got another float coming. It looks like they've got a little log cabin on the back. Let's see what we have here. This might be a siding. It's a nice little cabin, though. Oh, it's the Sertoma Club, Santa's Workshop. Very nice. Holiday lights in Lindenwood Park. That's something that's always good to see every year. They've got a great display all the way through Lindenwood Park, and they take a donation as you go through and you tour. The entire park is lit up with different clubs and other area organizations that do displays through Lindenwood. Those donations all go to charity. It's one of their major fundraisers through the year. So when you get a chance, get down to Lindenwood Park this year. It's just on the south side of Fargo, right off of I-94. You can't miss it. And here we go. Here's another float coming. All right, this is a nicely decked out little cabin. All right, this is Park Company Realtors. Coming by. Beautiful house dressed up. And we have another. Happy. All right, this is KLJ. And we got one more coming. This looks like it's a power line. This has got to be a power company of some kind because they have power lines with all lit up. Cass County Electric Cooperative. This is Cass County Electric Cooperative. Well, you would expect them to have some good lights. Here they go. Isn't that? Yeah, lit reindeer. They got kids dancing through there. We bring energy to life. Is there? And here we go with another group. This is the Red River Zoo's coming by. And they got Huskies. And now that Husky's got to feel great at this time of year. A little cooler for him. And there's the wolves on top of the van. Look at that. The Zoomobile with the wolf howling. All right, here goes another one. Here's a pickup decked out by, looks like, all right, Harvey and Ames Orthodontics. Now, I didn't catch, were the orthodontics actually throwing candy at the kids or not? You would think they wouldn't, but you got to go with the flow. You're in a parade. There we go. Here's another good elaborate float coming up. It looks like it's another reindeer theme. That seems to be pretty popular. But this is the Fargo Theater sign on the back. I think it's the landmarks of downtown because there's the Fargo Theater and a few others. Very nicely lit up. This is the Vocational Training Center. Put their 100 hands to work for you. That's a beautiful float. Look at that. A great reputation of Broadway and downtown. Vocational Training Center as they come right by. And a great sleigh. And we even have some elves. All right, right after them is another float. Oh, Don Bauer Family Dentistry. He sees you when you're brushing. That's one of their terms. All right. Look at Santa as a dentist. And here's Keller Williams coming right up with their float. They got quite a crew in the back. All right. Looks like the big part of the parade is coming up. We've got quite a few others coming this way now. This looks like an Indian Nation. Looks like a full-blown powwow coming this way. Oh, they're doing a drum circle look in the back of the truck. There's a Buffalo River Singer and Dancers, Native American Center, Circle of Life, home cam. They're doing some dances, all right. That's coming up right behind. We have Laney's. There we go. Merry Christmas from Laney's. Well, looks like we got another squad car coming up. We have a siren. Oh, it might be a fire truck, actually. Well, this float coming right up alongside us now is, looks like the Fargo-Moorhead Cosmopolitan Club. Cosmo Express. And it looks Coca-Cola. Oh, and it's the bear. It's the polar bear from Coca-Cola, everybody. There we go. We all know the bear from all the advertisements. This is a good polar bear. The kind of polar bear that won't bite you or eat you for lunch or something, right? He only drinks Coca-Cola, so he's a nice one. And it looks like the Coke truck is coming. This is a big one with lit up. Of course, Coca-Cola is known for their advertisements of Santa Claus that kind of really exemplified some of the best representations ever of good old St. Nick. So here's the big Coke van and the Coke truck coming by. There we go, coming up right behind. We have another squad car with a wreath on the front. That's the way you like to see the police if they show up behind you. With a wreath on their front. This is M-State law enforcement. This is from Minnesota State Community and Technical College. They're law enforcement. And then right behind them, oh, this is M-State. All right. And this is FM to FM from M-State coming right by here. All right, we have a guy doing, oh, that's pretty interesting. He's got the hula hoop, the lit up hula hoops that he's doing. Doing like a juggling kind of thing. All right. Coming up right behind him is Sharing the Light Downtown, baby. This looks like it's the downtown group. All right. This is the River Valley Church. So I believe they're located right in the downtown area, right off of 4th Street and Main Avenue. I think they're the first church group we've seen all evening, too. Well, we still have some of the big floats to come. We've still got St. Nick coming up the rear at some point, and with a few others in front of it. We know that there's at least a few more large floats coming. Well, here's a local favorite. One of the radio stations. There's Bob. Bob 95. There's Bob. And as a girl most accurately said, he doesn't have eyeballs, but he somehow finds his way. And it looks like Map Bus is coming up. Oh, for those who are tuning in right now, we had a slight interrupt in our internet connection. We're back on, of course, and we will be re-streaming. We have this whole thing recorded. The entire parade is recorded, and it'll be playing again throughout the holiday season. So if you miss something, don't despair. You'll be able to catch it again, even in the next few days. We'll have it replaying this weekend on Moorhead Community Access and on Fargo Community Access. So we do apologize for that brief internet outage. We are doing this with new technology, so we really only just received this in the last week. This is kind of a test run of sorts, but we thought it'd be better to show it and do something with it and bring the holiday lights to you than to shelve it for a year. So we apologize for any glitches that may occur. But, this is being broadcast through the internet, not through some of the more traditional means of broadcast. It's the only way that a small nonprofit organization like Moorhead Community Access Television and Media could afford to do this sort of thing. And it's just through the miracle of modern technology as things get much more less expensive to do and miniaturized that we can actually acquire some equipment and cameras that have professional level quality to them and be able to do this sort of thing for you. As it is, this is still very much a work in progress that we're having fun doing, but we're expanding and we're doing even more so we can bring more live events to you, including we hope to be doing some Moorhead basketball and hockey in the coming months. As always, Moorhead Community Access is a nonprofit organization. We are a 501c3, and we're based in the Moorhead High School. We have a very small studio, and we do all the city council meetings for the city of Moorhead, and we'll soon be doing some other meetings for other groups as well. We also do our own original programming, and we do work for other nonprofit agencies in the area, including groups like Lend a Hand. We do their public service announcements, and we're now working with Bright Spots and 4-H and several others, including the Moorhead Library and the Lake Agent Regional Library. But as always, being a nonprofit, we're always looking for assistance. So please contact us if you'd like to see more programming, or if you'd like us to help out with something of yours. We can certainly serve, and a sponsorship helps us as well, just like Prairie Public Television, except on a much smaller scale. We're here to help everybody and also do some community training and video and audio work. And we want to show you how you can do your own videos and get them online and show them on local access. Looks like we have another float coming up now. It looks like it's Matte Bus on Parade coming up again. We have another Matte Bus. This one's lit differently. And we're going in little spurts. We get about a block or so between some of these floats, and then we get quite a few floats together, and then we're getting a little bit of a lull. Part of that is due to trains and other things that are going on. There's traffic as well to contend with up and down the street. But this Matte Bus is incredibly lit up. As you can see as it comes by, multicolored lights cover the entire bus from beginning to end. And they're throwing out shirts. People looking for T-shirts. Look at this bus. You could not be missing in this bus. This is one of the new hybrid buses. And coming up right behind it, looks like it's Fargo Housing. All right, Fargo Housing. And the Redevelopment Authority. Oh, and they're doing The Wizard of Oz. Look at that. That's a classic, The Wizard of Oz, just like in A Christmas Story. Here's the Tin Man. Oh, and here's the Cowardly Lion. I haven't seen that in a long time. That's good. Coming up right behind, we have Fargo HRA, the Housing and Redevelopment Authority, with one of their buses. Oh, here we go. We got a pickup truck with a nice large flatbed, and it looks like they've got a pretty elaborate float and actors going on up here. They're doing sit-ups. It looks like it's from Elf. It's Buddy from Elf. There he is. This is the Rehab Authority, physical therapy. All right. And here's Cornerstone Bank. We want to make sure everybody's Cornerstone Bank coming right up behind. As and it's Cornerstone Bank with their float. Looks like it's a VW. That's a convertible VW decked out with a surfboard, all ready for California. And it's a classic VW as well. Oh, here we go. Candy. This is what everybody's waiting for around here. And here we go. Coming up is Red River ALC. Christmas around the world is their theme. Yes. Hello. Coming up right behind. We have a group and they're all singing and chanting. All right. Oh, this is the Girl Scouts. Hello, girls. And we have some cheerleaders. Here we got a nice float. This looks like it's Park Christian School. All right. Wow. Falcon Fever for Park Christian Academy. Look at that. Fireplace lit up. Everything inside. It's like looks like they have half their school with them. That's a good crowd. All right, we have another big float coming up. This is a large one. All right, this is more engineering. Well, you would expect some engineers to come up with some pretty interesting floats. Look at this. This is really large. Santa's treat. Santa's workshop. It's a whole city block. Hello. Hello. All right. Come back. We have another large float coming this way. Oh, we have the Holiday Inn. And they have smoke and everything, and pirates. It's a pirate ship theme. Well, of course, they do have the pool with the pirate theme. So they're doing some pirate reenactment. So this is the Holiday Inn pirate ship for the... Look at that, palm trees, things we can only dream about in this part of the world at this time of year. Now they got a whole Viking ship, well, actually a whole pirate ship here. And look, there's even sword fighting going on here. All right. And it's Captain Hook. right behind the Holiday Inn. Another group coming up. Oh, it's a music. Oh, right. It's a musical group. It looks like it's the FM Youth in Harmony, followed by the Knights of Columbus. In full regalia. In service to one and in service to all for the Knights of Columbus. Following right behind the Knights.
Nice clap right there.
All right. We got some jingle bells going on. All right. Oh, and here's Games to Go. One of the favorite spots for people to hit with kids. They have the mechanical bull on the back. All right, right after Games to Go, we have Coldwell Banker. And they even have their dog with them. Hey. Hey. There's a nice convertible. Keeping quiet. Very nice. That's got to be a little cold. Oh, the SS Ruby. This is the ship that tours the Red River, right up and down the river, right near the Yumcomp Center in Moorhead. That's actually where you board, and you can take tours up and down the river for river keepers. Excellent. SS Ruby. Followed up right behind them with 106.1, the Thunder, with the large hammer decked out nicely. Right behind them, we got Precision Fence. It looks like they have a manger scene. I think this is the first manger scene we've seen through the whole parade so far. All right. Oh, this is Grace United Methodist Church with a nice nativity scene. All right. And followed up by Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat. That's a really great Cat in the Hat, too. Oh, look at that. He's got... This is Prairie Public TV with the Cat in the Hat. There we go. Coming right up behind the Cat in the Hat. Oh, looks like we have books. Ashley. And Northwestern Bank. And they have the candy. They have the candy. Everyone's going crazy for the candy. So we still have some floats to go. We haven't seen St. Nick yet. Pretty hardy crowd, though. They've been on. It's been an hour and a half so far since the parade started. Of course, they started in Moorhead. We didn't see them arrive here in the Fargo side and where we're at until about close to 7 o'clock. All right, we have a pickup, nicely lit up with a topper and it's carrying a float. And this looks like it's Our Redeemer Lutheran. Our Redeemer Lutheran. Singing carols from Moorhead, Minnesota. Our Redeemer Lutheran is on Moorhead Community Access several times a week. You can check out our site for the schedule. But they bring in services along with several other churches. And here we go. Here's a large yellow Hummer with a nice downtown representation. This is the Forum's float. Big bow on that Hummer. Look at that. That's the Forum building downtown on the back of a sleigh. All right. Coming up behind, we have a convertible. Another convertible Mustang. Those are quite the pick this year. A lot of convertible Mustangs. This looks like it's Miss Northern Lakes. Followed by the Cathedral of St. Mary's. Cathedral of St. Mary's. And then the next float right behind. Oh, it's another nativity scene. This is St. Mary's. All right, we have another large float coming this way. Oh, I'm hearing the words about Santa. I'm hearing Santa from some of these kids. This might be Santa almost coming up here. I don't think this one's Santa yet. Getting close though. I'm hearing a siren. This is the Fargo Force. Again, the Fargo Force also shows on Moorhead Community Access. We have most of their local and most of their new games as well as some of their classic games. Fargo Force, we show late nights, we show on the weekends and some evenings.
Go Force!
You got some of the players here for the Force handing out candies. They're getting quite a few kids very enthusiastically jumping for them. I'm thinking this is St. Nick. This has got to be pretty close to St. Nick. All right. This is the Moorhead Lions Club coming by. They're hunting for new members. Check them out on Facebook. And there's a lion. And the classic, the old style City of Fargo police cruiser from the 60s. That's a classic police cruiser. And a Biscayne. Wow, that's a Biscayne. Oh, here we go. Here's some Buffalo. I'm thinking they're Buffalo Wild Wings. It's not the Bison. This is Buffalo Wild Wings. But they're not tossing out Wild Wings to all of us. It'd be nice. And that's from Rourke Concrete. Rourke Concrete just came by. Following up. Revolver, I'm thinking what the side of the van says. We're trying to figure this one out. Revolver. There we go. Well. Yeah, Revolver. All right, we're still waiting for the big guy. We're getting cheers. We're getting a lot of cheers here. I'm thinking it's time. They're tossing out, they're tossing out shirts here. We might be overwhelmed with kids here. Everyone is going crazy trying to get free shirts. Oh, it's the free T-shirts. That's what's going on. There are lots of them. This is Happy Holidays. This is from the Fargo Marathon. The official vehicle, courtesy of Corwin. Fargo rocks. Fargo Marathon. Wishing everybody happy holidays. The marathon is May 16th through the 18th this year. Here we go. Got River Valley Princess. Lexi Moe. Lexi Moe is here. Miss Red River Valley Outstanding Teen, Haley. There we go. Eloise. All right, here he is. Here's the big guy himself, Santa. Santa's here. It's now official. The holiday season for 2012 is started in the Fargo-Moorhead area in our whole region. There's the big guy himself, followed by the City of Fargo Police Squad car. And that is the wrap-up of the parade. We want to thank everybody that's been staying with us for the coverage of the parade. It's our first time we've ever shot this and we've ever tried this. I want to remind you again, we're at the Fargo Theater, the fabulous Fargo Theater in downtown Fargo. Fargo Theater is in the midst of a capital campaign right now to get digital projection acquired because every movie studio is getting rid of their film projection. So if you can, please go to the Fargo Theater website and check them out. Donate. Help out. Keep this amazing landmark in business. For Moorhead Community Access Media, this is Tony Tilton. I'm the general manager with Nate Bergeson, my production coordinator. It's been a lot of fun doing this. We're going to do this again, and we'll have more events coming up to you in the near future. With that, we're going to leave you, and we're going to thank the Downtown Holiday Lights Parade and the Downtown Community Partnership for their assistance and their help in letting us do this year. Have a happy holiday season and Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you.